What up? We're back. Got something new this week. If you couldn't tell from Dylan's butt being in the air. God, doesn't he look good? Just look at him. He looks real good.
Oh yes.
We're working on his truck. Well, he's working on it. I'm gonna make sure he's doing it all right, because I have the ultimate fucking authority on EcoBoost motors. So I'm just gonna kind of pay attention to make sure that he's not cross-threading.
I'll do him a jiggy or whatnot.
Not too tight.
I'm taking it out.
Well, you'll pull those threads right through.
In reverse?
You'll pull them right through. I'm impersonating someone in my life right now.
I know exactly who it is.
Yeah, but none of you do. It's kind of fun.
Well, some of them probably.
No, it's fine. It's my grandpa. It's the one I farm with. He's just very careful. He's very meticulous. Perfectionist would be the term. But yeah, whenever you're tightening a bolt, it's just not too tight. Not too tight. You'll pull those threads right through. It's every bolt that he witnesses you ever tightening. Doesn't matter. I mean, you could be tightening it with your fingers, and that man will be down your neck,
Tighten it.
warning you that you're gonna strip the threads out of it. You're gonna smooth them bitches out. Got Thunder hanging out. Thunder, get over here. Come here. Come here, you big boy. Big monstrous man. Thunder looks like a bear. This might be a little different because I'm not in like total yap mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm following.
Like when there's a different mode that we like.
Like I'm fairly focused right now.
Yeah.
It's hard to like concentrate on what you're saying about your grandpa.
No, I know, and just don't even worry about it. You're doing big things at the end of the day.
I'll be done here before too long.
We're also gonna change the oil in my silver truck, but
You're gonna have to run and go get that.
we're gonna have to cut a little piece out because it's not over here right now. But that's fine. No, it's like when we sit down on the couch to do the pod, we like go into a mode where we've talked about it. We like black out for an hour, and then we just come back.
It's pretty bad.
Because you have to like put your brain into that that mode really. That it understands, okay, time to not stop talking for an hour straight. And it wasn't that way at first, but once you like fall into a rhythm and you know.
Yeah, once you know you're doing the pod, then it's like, yeah. I've thought about so many things to talk about today.
Yeah.
And now none of them are in my brain.
No, literally.
I can tell you right now, my right leg,
It's hurting?
3/4 of the way to a sleep right now.
3/4 of the way. It's almost there.
Oh, okay.
15/16 of the way there maybe now.
I got 2 left. 2 left. 2 left.
Dylan's rocking the no shoes right now.
Don't want to scratch the front bumper, you know?
Yeah, no, we can't do that. But no, once we're done with the pod every time, after I say Dylan say bye and Dylan says hasta luego, every single time.
It's what did we talk about?
No, yeah, it's like I stop it and I'm like, well, that one was fun. And then it's like your brain knows you're back. I don't even know. It's so strange. That's a hood latch.
No, I'm trying to figure out what those mean.
Oh.
3.4 fluid ounces of what?
PAG.
I don't know what PAG is. It looks like oil,
I mean, you would think.
but there's a snowflake next to it.
Oh, that's AC. That's your AC.
Really?
Yeah, your Freon.
Only has 3.4 fluid ounces of Freon? For how cold this thing gets? That's impossible.
Must not take much. It says 100 cc right there. That's like a medical term. Need 100 cc's of Epi.
What's FOMO, Co?
FOMO, Fear of Missing Out Company, I believe is what it is. I have no idea.
I can scan the QR code, though.
This is the most I've been around a Ford in my entire life right now. This is all gay to me. I don't like it the way it looks.
Oh.
I don't like the way it smells.
I like the smoothness.
God. Hear this guy? I like the smoothness.
Hey, I got one of those 6.6 things at home.
Yeah, I know. Dylan and I are going to have a big weekend farming. Huge weekend farming. We got a lot to do. We might finish harvest on Monday. If things hold together and we don't have any breakdowns, God willing, we will probably finish on Monday. But we'll just see how this weekend goes, and We got an 80 to do down south tomorrow. Should get it done tomorrow. With me in the combine, Dylan in the cart, dude, we're getting that shit done tomorrow. I don't care. Dylan be flying 25 miles an hour. He'll just float over the washouts. He'll be going so fast in that grain cart.
You know it, bro.
Then the cart will go through and it'll like rip the drawbar out of the tractor, but that's a minor detail.
I'll have a new spine on quick order.
Yeah.
Off of Amazon. 2-day shipping. Get Prime shipping on that thing.
Pretty familiar with the whole new spine thing.
Some days it's kind of nice, you know.
Having a new one?
Other days it's kind of like, man.
Dude, if only you could see how hard your middle belt loop in the back is holding on right now.
Dude, that one's been holding on for dear life quite literally my entire life.
There's like 4 stitches in the bottom and the top, and it's just, man, what a G. That's a good belt.
For my entire life, my middle belt loop has always just like been through the ringer.
Gone through it. Dude, I just ordered some new jeans this week. They came in yesterday.
What kind you get?
Ariats. This one's a pair of M4s. I actually really like these. I might get like 2 or 3 more pairs of these. I haven't even washed these bitches yet. These are straight from the factory. But I loved them from the start, and I wanted to see how they fit. And I put them on at like 8 a.m. because they got there the day before. I was still sitting on the porch. I put them on and I cut the heels, and I was like, "Yep, this is in. I'm here."
The M4, which ones? Are they like the relaxed fit ones?
Relaxed, straight leg. Yeah. Just straight leg.
Dude, I think it was the M5s that you used to wear all the time.
I got a couple pairs of M5s too, yeah.
Yeah, but they're not the same ones anymore.
No, they're not.
Because they discontinued my favorite ones, and I was so upset.
Yeah.
Because now I can't find any that fit even remotely close. So it's just like they're all uncomfortable.
Yep.
I don't know what to do with myself.
Well, these M4s, I'll have to send them to you, dude, because these are like as good as I would want a jean to fit ever.
See, my favorite jeans to wear currently, it's going to sound really, really weird of me, but the Old Navy ones, dude.
Dude, you're a big Old Navy jean fucking connoisseur.
For how bad I destroy them with like paint and stuff at work. Paint and
it's worth it.
Thin set. They have sales all the time where you can get a pair of them for like $12.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And for as comfortable and as well as they last, you can't go wrong with a $12 pair of jeans.
You wearing Old Navy $12 jeans right now? I don't see any stitching on the rear pockets.
Yeah, no, then they're probably Old Navies.
Yeah. About as fucking vanilla as denim gets.
Dude, they're so comfortable though. They're like stretchy and shit too.
Hell yeah.
God damn it.
I just like Ariat because they hold up pretty good, and then they'll just blow a random hole. And then,
mainly in the butt.
Yeah, in the backside. It's always like back of my thigh or the ass, or my pocket starts coming off or something.
Dude, no one will beat blowing jeans more than Sid.
No. Sid
his
kills
jeans.
it.
When he blows them good. They're just toast.
I put a picture, to give you guys some reference on who Sid is, I put a picture on my story like a week ago of Sid and Dylan's house with a pair of jeans where the ass was split, and it said blew the rear diff. And that's what Sid does to jeans and underwear. It doesn't matter.
Dude, I be doing that to undies sometimes.
Dude, I have never blown a pair of undies. Ever. At least not a pair of my own. What?
I got to stretch for a minute.
Stretch it out. You need me to do something here?
No, I got one left.
Perfect.
This is actually going decent.
It's a pretty smooth job.
As long as, when I go to pull this thing out of the shop, it starts.
Yeah, that'd be pretty helpful. Dylan got like 3 of these spark plugs done. Me and his lady were talking about farming financials.
She's hiding in the corner.
Once you get me talking about farming, it's like a whole different mode.
I told her that, and she didn't believe me. She's like, he's going to think I'm weird. He's not going to want to talk to me about it. I'm like, no, he'll talk about it.
I'll go straight in.
He'll talk about it for days.
Like truly at the bottom and at the end of everything, that is who I am. Like everything else, like I've been thinking about that too, because like obviously like I don't talk about farming a lot on the pod because like I'm trying to avoid like
Get him that! Go get him! Get him that! He has no idea what he's going to get.
He's got his top lip curled up, ready to fucking kill something, dude.
He's like, whatever it is, I'm getting it right now.
I love barking at dogs when they bark because they get they're like, wait.
They get lost.
Huh? What'd you say?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You said that about me? That's not cool, man. That's so uncool.
Now, I went through a farming phase this summer where I kind of hated every second of it. Total transparency. I hated every second of this summer pretty much. Like irrigation, fucking hated it. Just couldn't stand it hardly. And like, I don't know, part of it too was like 2 years ago were the glory days for us irrigating. Because Dad and I both did not live at the farm. We were both about 25 minutes away from it. And we just had
You had like a system.
We had such a good system. Like I had my designated pivots that I was totally responsible for. It was like our crop scout throughout the season. Every Wednesday he comes and checks our fields and gives us recommendations on irrigation and whatever. Which 2 years ago the recommendation on irrigation would just have been don't shut this bitch off for a while. But either way, we had such a good system, and I wanted to get back to that, especially because I live out here.
I bet that was my spark plug that was causing me issues.
Why?
Thing was barely even hand tight in there.
Oh. Well, that would explain it, probably. Yeah. What's the torque on those? Or you're not torquing them?
It's just a yes.
We have a really good torque wrench. We could make this happen. But you're already much too far into this job and too close to completion.
Well, really, it wouldn't be that hard to torque all of them.
No. Might be worth a Google. Just see what they're at.
Yeah,
I've been watching a lot of...
Google that thing real quick?
Yeah, I'll look that up.
Oh, about lost the last spark plug down the engine.
What year is this? Oh, 16?
16.
Look that up, Zach.
I know it's not super, super tight.
2016 Ford EcoBoost. Ah, shit. Spark plug. Torque spec. There it is. Spark plug torque says 133 inch-pounds. I don't have an inch-pound torque wrench, so I think good and tight is what we're going to go with.
That's kind of what I was figuring. It's a spark plug. Worst case scenario, I just got to pull it out and do it again.
133 inch-pounds to foot-pounds. I'm figuring it out. It's probably like 5. There's a inch-pound to foot-pound torque calculator. 133 inch-pounds is 11 foot-pounds. That's gay. I don't like it.
That's pretty soft, isn't it?
It is pretty soft. That's like basically get them snug, I would say. You could almost I think you could almost put 11 foot-pounds on it with your fingers.
I know.
Close to it. But no, I just tried to get in an irrigation system, and it didn't happen this year. And so I just kind of hit a point where I was done trying to assist, and I did all that too. When Dad was on vacation, I saw how much he was doing, plus my stuff, I guess. And like, there was a few, like I have a farm way up north, and I kind of go past like 3 of our other farms as I'm on my way to that one. So I always check those when I was going up to check my north one. But either way, it just wasn't perfect. So I like kind of just threw my hands up, stopped trying to help, and I was just bitter. And I was getting burnout too, which burnout hits at weird times. But usually burnout don't hit me during summer. But part of the burnout comes from like when you don't have set things that you need to go do. That kind of screws with me because like my brain is so loud that I can't settle on 2 or 3 things that I need to work on throughout the day. So instead I'll work on 10 little things,
I get that.
Yeah. And
I'd rather do like half a task and then jump to something else.
Yes.
Just to satisfy my squirrel brain.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, fuck, I've really wanted to get this done for a while. I'm glad I started this, but now this is calling for me. I need to go do this immediately. I can't hold up on it.
I may die if I don't.
Yeah. So I just end up having so many different things opened up and not finished. But either way, burnout just hits because of that. Because I don't know what the fuck. I mean, there's so much to do that I don't even know where to begin,
Yeah.
So then I either start on a bunch of stuff and don't finish it, or I just don't start on anything. because the feeling of how much I have to do outweighs my motivation to go do any of it.
I also completely understand that.
Yeah, like you get paralyzed.
Yeah, and you just sit there and you're just like almost panicking.
Yeah. But you can't get up. You can't move. You're frozen.
I get that.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes. I need that steppy stool.
I was making fun of Dylan for needing a step stool, but I would have used it too. Something that's fun about the oil pump that we've got, you know, the beautiful pump that has a meter on it, so I can put exactly the amount of oil in that I need.
Something's not working on it, I'd assume.
Pump couldn't be working much less. Plugs all screwed up. Found out that it was the positive terminal. Golly gee.
What?
I just didn't expect the lights to kick on.
I didn't either, honestly.
Damn, so that's like a wedge system?
Yeah.
That holds the tension on the thing? It's so strange.
That is kind of strange.
What's the deal with new vehicles making it the hardest fucking thing to remove a battery? I remember one time I opened up my dad's Duramax hood because he was needing some battery shit done. And he was like, you've worked on Duramaxes a lot. You can do this.
I'm starting this.
Understood. But I was so confused. It's terrible. We need to stop this. Let me guess.
No key detected. 'Cause my key's sitting over here.
Great. And he ruined it.
Because normally I keep it in my pocket. And this panic button right here. Oh, it's the easiest button to click in your pocket. No other buttons, though. Just the panic one.
Just a bunch of liberal lies, dude. It's only ticking a little bit.
I see your hand. Okay. We're good.
Why didn't I think of that ahead of time? God, when he revved it, I should have had my fucking pliers ready and just...
See that? It's just such a different sound than
I know.
It would have been funny because it probably would have got me for like a split second, and then I would have been like, "Oh no, it's perfectly okay."
I'm gonna get so pissed, dude. I'm gonna literally throw a fit.
Well, hopefully now when I like step on it to pass somebody at 65 miles an hour, it doesn't go.
That'd probably be ideal if it didn't do the.
Yeah, it feels a little weird.
Wow, popcorn.
That was nice to get done.
Hiya, Georgie. I watched It and It Chapter 2. Well, now I gotta grab my silver truck. We'll be right back. Where the fuck my Ranger at? Oh shit, my camera's on the Ranger. Fuck. Well, hey, Dylan.
Yeah.
Give me a ride to my house.
Oh.
Camera's on the Ranger.
Oh.
We're back. We're good. We're good. Good? Good.
Yeah, we've been good.
We've been good. Shit, this is a new Duramax. That's where it is. Got it. The cap. But now I gotta grab my little oil drain.
Yeah, I definitely need a step. Damn it, that's what I forgot to do. I got myself an oil drain pan for at home to change the oil in that, at least.
Yeah.
And it like has plugs so that I can completely seal it up. I needed to load it in my truck and bring it out here and dump it in your oil recycle.
Yes, you do.
And I didn't. Tomorrow, I'll remember it tomorrow, I promise. I won't, but I'll try.
Remember shit. I gotta grab my damn impact out of my combine.
I need to put my tools away. Miska, muska, mauska tools.
Still works. I need a 3A 16mm long socket immediately. Down a step.
I'm putting my tools away still.
Oh. There it is. That's my girl. Pretty complicated. Did you know?
This tire's just
It's
full of air.
You know, some of your guys, people that you know on the internet, Caden McGuire, not to name names, doesn't change his own oil. Not a real country boy.
Really?
Fake ass country boy.
That's disappointing to hear.
All these real country boys on TikTok, yeah, they take their shit to Jiffy Lube. Not us. I'm getting down in the dirt. I swapped drain plugs on this pickup. Did I ever tell you that?
No?
It came stock with like a
Allen key type one?
No, it was like a 14 millimeter that someone had rounded off.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, it's rusting out. This bitch been clapped, bruh. I'm not scared to admit. It's got 230,000 miles.
This thing used to be the cleanest rig around. Now it's just now it's getting a little sleepy.
It's just another farm truck.
Yeah, that's solid.
I don't care.
Another farm truck.
I don't care. I'll fucking buy a new one when I can pay cash for it. But it had like a 14 millimeter drain plug that someone had like rounded off at some point. So I had to like pound on a 12.14 mil and hope to God it worked. And it did. And then it had like a rubber O-ring and a copper washer. My white truck is just a straight 16 millimeter head with nothing. I've never leaked a drop. So I got a same thread pattern. So I just got a drain bolt from my 06 and put it in here. It's been working out very swell.
Yeah, I think that's how my Duramax is too. I think it's
The
just
16.
Yeah, I think it's just a 16 and
Nothing.
yeah, I don't think there's even a copper washer. I think it's just a bolt.
Yeah. No, that's the way to do it too. I mean, less parts to worry about.
And the torque spec on that is yes.
Yeah.
Once again.
Just get it snug. That's all.
And
you gotta
remember
do.
how I did the water pump on that thing, and the torque spec on that is like 200 foot-pounds,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I remember I torqued it the first time, and then I had to pull it all back apart because the water pump leaked.
Huh. Oh, you did tell me about
And
that.
I did not retorque it. I just
No.
put a cheater bar on it and got it as tight as I could. And I was like, yeah, it's probably close to 200.
Shouldn't leak now.
It could.
Surely it can't leak now.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that little pin on my freaking harmonic balancer or dampener or whatever does not just shear off.
She'll be fine. I gotta grab another tool. Who the hell?
Who's driving by?
Oh, it's father.
What's he doing?
He's coming back in the shredder.
He was shredding
Yeah, on the
at
80.
this hour?
He was shredding on the 80 that we're going to tomorrow because it's got a big draw that runs through the center and it was so wet all summer he never got a chance to shred it, so it was disgusting.
So he's just having a nighttime adventure.
Yeah,
Someone's got to do things like that.
I know.
Is your oil filter in like the most accessible location on this thing too?
Yeah, it's right
It's
there.
so nice.
So easy.
So great.
On Duramaxes, if you have one of these like wide vice grip deals, get one. Because like almost all the way loose makes taking your filters off so damn easy. It's not even an issue. The inside's kind of clean.
I don't know how you get the scent you get in your truck, but that's the scent I want.
The orange creamsicle,
Yeah, where do you get that?
it's Spike's air fresheners.
They sell them at Walmart?
Negative. You got to get them through Spike because he gets them through like a retailer.
That's disappointing because that probably won't happen for me.
No. Hey, you want to check the back seat on the passenger side? Make sure I got an oil filter in there before I spin this bitch off. 7202 is the number.
What'd you say the number was?
7202.
Yeah, you happen to have one.
Good.
A little disappointed that you actually do.
I love being responsible and then realizing it later.
Do you want it?
Sure, just slide it. I will say though, this sits higher than my white truck because
Oh, it definitely does.
the torsion keys, I'm not above it with the vice grip when I service that. Well, now I can't get on it tight, and this is just a joke. Here I was talking up these damn vice grips. Now they ain't even working. I'm about to start swearing.
Dude, you're missing the freaking whole thing with all the oil. It was just running over the side. You have a mass.
It did it again? Oh, I already moved it once.
You must have slid it. 'Cause it was just running over the side. Just making a mess of things.
Oh, well, we got floor dry.
Oh, the scooter's in here.
Oh! Fuck! God!
Did you find a knuckle?
I opened the vice grip and my pinky happened to be between it and the drive shaft for the front differential. There's a little tension on it, but you know, I'm a big boy. I toughed it out. I made it through. Last thing I am is worried about it.
You know, people listening to the podcast are probably not going to enjoy it as much, but the people that are viewing it probably are also not going to enjoy it as much. Feels like we're not really getting as much content. We're both very distracted.
How is that not hand loose?
There's too many stimulating things within this building.
There it is,
My
dude.
brain is like a damn squirrel right now.
There's too many things to pick up and play with.
Yes, I cannot sit still.
There's so many possibilities right now.
The possibilities are endless.
And really, as Kamala would say, it's the possibilities. No, she never said that. She just said a bunch of other stupid shit. Ugh. Oh, there the filter's draining. Hell yeah.
Is your oil warm?
No.
Is your oil black?
Yes. Yes, my oil's dark enough a fucking cop just asked to step out the vehicle, bro. I'm not racist, dude. I'm not. I just don't. No, I'm kidding. There's that guy. I don't know what his name is. He's got long hair. He's a streamer. But he was like, I'm not racist. But, and like, I don't know what the rest of it is.
Quick question here, Zach.
What's up, bro?
What is this little wire cagey thing for here?
Ooh, this is a good learning opportunity. I'll grab the camera for this.
Is this how you grab a chicken's foot?
We're just waiting for oil to drain at this point. That is what they call row sense.
Oh.
So as you go through,
I thought that's what this little green thing was.
no, that's the height sensors. There's one there and then on each end.
You're gonna have to pick this up all the way before you start backing up, otherwise.
No, they go reverse.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, that doesn't hurt a thing. But this is the row sense. So as I'm going down the row, this feels where the row of corn is. And corn, like you can rely, shit, let me get this flip. You can rely on a guidance line all you want, but some situations it just doesn't help you because you'll be folding corn over and stuff, and guess rows get stupid, but row sense helps a lot. Sometimes it's the best thing in the world. Most of the time I kind of hate it, but
You may have to hold down the fort for
it's fine. I can hold down the fort.
a good second or two.
Dylan's got to go poop real bad.
Yeah, no, I'm knocking. My microphone right there, brother.
I got to get this camera back set up now. This is
What died in here?
This is unbelievable. Probably the biggest man shits ever in Nebraska. I don't know about your guys' place of business, but here we take shit. Although I haven't pooped in the shop since I moved in out here, but why would I? I gotta think about that. I used to poop in the shop. I used to live in that bathroom halfway, damn near. But now, like, I got the house. I was running the house. Take care of whatever I gotta take care of. And that's that. Kind of works out really well. I'm always in like a climate controlled environment, which in the shop, that ain't always the case, especially in the summer. Summer shits in the shop might rival a porta shitter in terms of like brutalness, but at least here you have an actual like toilet and stuff. But either way, generally it's a lot better. But oh, this is my Duramax. It's a 2015, and this girl is getting clapped out. But I'm not scared to admit that at all, because I've driven the hell out of this pickup and it's given me no issues since I brought it home hardly. I think one time on my way to probation once, when I was still on that, it popped the fuse. I think it's on this side even. it popped the fuse for the lift pump, which, yeah, it is over here. Found it. But it popped the fuse on the lift pump because it had a 10 amp fuse on the lift pump, and it was cold enough out. It was like negative 15 probably, actually. I had additive in, but it was still cold enough that it made my fuel just a little thicker. It was just below like syrup in viscosity. Like, it was still fuel, but it like kind of strung together and it was running slower. But I put a 15 amp fuse in there and I haven't had a problem since. But I was dead certain that my CP4 was having a disco party because I was coming back from probation trying to go home. Said I could shower and stuff before I went to the farm because I didn't live here yet at that point. And yeah, I'm just going down the road and I start like losing power, you know, and it's just like, and it was obviously, I mean, it was a fuel problem. Just immediately the way it was behaving, it was like, damn it. So that was my first thought, but it was just a little fuse and it's been perfectly fine ever since. So yeah, I'm pretty thankful for this pickup, really. It doesn't hold as special of a place in my heart as my white one does, and it never will, but it holds a really good place because this was always my dream truck when I was a young man. Because like these trucks came out when I was 13, you know, that's like prime age to see a pickup like this and be like, yep, I'm gonna have that, or I need it right now. So right away I started trying to talk my dad into buying a new Duramax, you know. He hadn't even bought a diesel pickup yet at that point, so he was totally against it. But he's got one now. He came to the light, thankfully. And yeah, no, this thing rules. What was I saying before? I had a train of thought. This is a bit of a problem that I've got. We all know this. But no, it's been a really good, strong truck. But yeah, like the way the interior is on these style of Chevys, I love these interiors. I always have. I probably always will. It's just new enough that you feel like you're in like a modern vehicle, but there's enough of the like older, like good things about older vehicles. I can't think of the word that I need to say right now, but like, it starts with a key. I have a shifter right here. Both of my cup holders are right here, you know, like in all these freaking half-tones where the shifter's right in the center console, both cup holders are over the other side, like my dad's new half-tones like that, and I don't like it. I drove it tonight for like the first time where I actually drove it, and I don't like that cup holder setup, but everything else about that truck is baller. I love it. It's a 22, but it's a super nice truck, and he bought it used, but he got a 22 because it was the last year that they made this silver color on GM pickups and whatever, but it had the new interior. So it's like the perfect half ton. I would buy it. I mean, I understand. If I was him and I found that, I would have bought it too, because who knows when you're gonna find another one like that. But either way, no, it's just been a really good truck for me. It doesn't owe me nothing. It's close to paid for. So I'm just gonna keep running it because why not? It runs hard as hell still too. It's got great tunes on it. All the gay stuff just fell off of it one day, and it's got a shift kit, so it just like, I mean, you stomp on this thing down the highway, allegedly, and it's just like perfect, and they're so firm and good, and there's no like, if you've ever driven like a tuned diesel, you know, like sometimes like third to fourth sometimes in a Duramax can be like, it'll hesitate before it like drops into the overdrive or whatever. Maybe I'm getting the shift wrong or like the gears wrong on the switch, but there's like a hesitation that happens. That's just stupid. But once that's eradicated, it's so good. And it's just a stock truck with tunes and that, so it's done me pretty good. Done me pretty good. It used to look a lot better than it does now, but what are you gonna do? I got a ceramic coated and stuff, and I mean, stuff don't even stick to it now. Those are my pliers, so I got scared, but it was the first thing I grabbed to throw at it. But either way, these are true CT pliers. Best in the game, never forget. Got these new jeans. I was talking to Dylan and his lady about them. I'm pretty excited about them. Actually, we already talked about that tonight. God, I'm slipping. This is bad. I don't have the screen pulled down on the camera. Hold up, lady. I gotta climb up there. I've done so much climbing tonight. Oh! Gotta say, I'm getting too old for this climbing. So much climbing. There, now we can see. Yeah, see, you're not level. And I knew it.
Oh. That was an absolute struggle for life.
It worked out. It came out.
Yeah. Oh, there was no fighting it to come out. It's one of those.
It came out without a problem.
Yeah, it was just still a fight for my life.
Bro, honestly, you don't realize, like, what tells you that you're getting a little older is all the fucking groaning. Because for real, when I groan, I'm not meaning to groan, but it's like...
Oh, sometimes it just comes out and you're like...
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
What happened here? Is this just rocks just grenading through this?
Yes. That would be the rock chip master.
Dude, your fuel filters definitely need some replacing, dude.
Bro, I know.
You've hit them with rocks so much they're starting to crease.
I know.
That's awesome. Someone's got to do it.
It's kind of an accomplishment, really.
Yeah. You don't actually need to change fuel filters.
They're so easy to change, though, with the long ones right there, too. My fucking white truck, it's on the inside of the frame, in the middle.
Which still isn't that hard to change.
It's really not.
Damn, you got the heater cranking in here.
I just turned it on. Oh.
It's doing that thing.
It's doing its job.
Yeah, it's working.
God.
Dude, this mosquito, dead.
Needs to die.
Splatted right all over the side of the truck.
Damn.
So how do you plan on pumping this oil in here?
Put it in a 2.5 gallon jug. Dump that bitch in with a funnel.
Oh.
That's what I do with my
didn't
white
realize
truck.
it had a little...
Huh?
I didn't realize it had a spigot.
Oh, yeah.
I thought your only option was that hose. I thought you were going to like try and suck it to start it and siphon it out of there or something.
No, I'm not that tough, dude. I'm not that level of farmer yet. Give me some time. Give me some time.
How long you letting your oil drain for?
Well, I just took the filter off all the way, so.
Oh. I thought it had been off for a while.
Just a minute. Dylan zooming around on a scooter. Dylan, do a pass in front of the camera on the scooter. I love that scooter to death.
It's my favorite item in this building.
That scooter's bad. It's like one of the competition scooters. You weren't with me when I bought that, were you? You were? Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you right now though, out of any of the scooters in the world, this thing hurts your shins more than anything. And it gets zero traction when you hit dust on this floor or water.
Dude. While this oil is draining, we should try to jump over shit in the scooter. I'm in. Hold up, boys. I gotta grab you. This is only water. Woo! God,
I made it over.
damn it. No, you didn't.
Yeah, eventually. It took me a little bit, but I made it.
Give me a shot at that hoe. Give me the scoop, bro.
Careful, there's a slick spot somewhere over there. You'll spin out.
I ain't scared.
It's kind of rough.
I'll whip this. No, there's some slick spots.
Dude, you didn't even clear it. You jumped off to the right side of...
Fine.
Oh, you cleared it that time. Fucking show off.
Don't screw with me. You're only saying show off because you couldn't do it. Oh yeah, now we're stepping it up.
I just like seeing you do this shit. I can't fucking clear that. I'll break my tailbone.
And you think I won't?
Ah, you got a couple bones left to break in your body. You'll be all right.
Gotta light my turbo up. I slipped on the takeoff. Not gonna happen.
Dude, you were so close. Yeah,
See,
you're actually at about the right height.
this is the danger, because after I clear this jerry can, I'm going straight into the corn head. Straight into that bitch. I'm gonna try and take a linear approach.
Dude, it's crazy how much you can shift something this massive.
Oh, I know. You don't
Very
even realize.
minimal effort, and this thing's just moving.
All right, bitch. Thunder, get out of the way!
Are you good?
I'm
You
good.
hit your head?
No.
Dude, it looked like you smoked your head. Dude, that was so graceful until the end.
Ouch.
Did you break your tailbone?
My fucking.
What'd you hit?
My fucking.
Your elbow? Is it that elbow that you always tend to hit when you fall?
Fuck this goddamn.
Right into the face.
How did that come off the inside of my foot, bro? Is it good?
Yeah,
It's a Ford.
I think you just hit plastic.
Oh, dude, I haven't taken a good spill in quite some time.
You'd watch the replay.
Oh, dude, I couldn't be more
That's the
excited.
best part. You get to replay that.
That fucking hurt, boys.
You
I
should
gotta
have
tell
seen
you.
that.
I gotta tell you, that fucking hurt bad. For real. I cleared that bitch, so I didn't even clip it. I didn't even clip it with the back
He
tire.
needs some milk.
Dude, this elbow, when I was 19 and drunk all the time, I tended to fall over quite a bit. And I always landed on this elbow, because I would be like ripping my little Segway deal, and I would just eat shit and just fall on this elbow. But one night, Dylan remembers the night, we were abusing vehicles in this building. Just the worst you could ever imagine.
I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, with the axe?
Oh yeah, no.
You were here for that.
Yeah, no. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about the spinning tires.
No, because that all started, Dylan, I'm not even gonna go into it, but I asked if I dented this truck when I was like 14 from kicking it because I was frustrated with basketball. So then I was like, had this dent in the back of the bed, and I was like,
Very minor dent in all honesty.
Yeah, it was. But I was like, can I kick this bitch just one more time? Get this figured out, get this out of me? And you were like, I don't care. So I did, but I kind of forgot that I'm a bit of a bunny sometimes, and I jumped, like, I just gave it my all, and I hit, like, where the bed curves, like right here, and there was no plastic to give me any traction. Right at the crest of the bed is where my heel hit, so it just like out of a cartoon, I landed directly on this elbow on concrete, and I had a hole in my elbow for a long time because I definitely fractured that bitch.
Then we proceeded to
do horrible things to white pickup and that pickup.
Yeah.
We literally had a night where the bros just destroyed vehicles.
We thought we were whistling diesel.
Yeah.
Turns out we're not.
Turns out we have repercussions.
Yes. We have to fix this.
Turns out you can't just start destroying your shit, call yourself Whistling Diesel, and become the guy. So,
Yeah.
pissed me off.
Now we maintain.
Dude, he's sending me something, and because like one of his guys that he works with reached out to me, and was like, we want to send you this thing.
Yeah.
Brandon did. And I was like, sure. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then I got this shipping notification that I had a fucking package coming, and it just said from Cody Detweiler. So I figured it would come from like, you know, I figured it'd be shirts or something, but it seems Richie got a thing in the mail that was like, you know, his Alkalo drink or whatever. It was like a box of Alkalo that was riveted shut all the way around, no way to open it. So I wonder if that's what I'm getting.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
It'd be so funny, but Richie just shot his. And then like, with the whole box. Yeah. But watch it just be like 3 shirts, and I'm getting excited over nothing. Usually how it goes.
Yeah.
That's my life. I'll get excited over something, and then it just ruins me.
The fact that like he communicated with you is that's mind-boggling. Like it's like the biggest dream for a long time.
For a long time. A long time.
Now it's just kind of one of those things where it'd be like, be sweet, but
yeah, who cares?
we're in our own little bubble.
Exactly.
Here in this state.
That's right.
We run this.
Got it all under control, dude. What was I gonna say? Oh,
Probably something dumb.
I said something about getting my hopes up and then always regretting it. Had a pretty poor experience with a lady in the last 2 weeks of no pod. Not even like a poor experience. Like
Dude, not even that one, but like the whole day last time I came out and helped with harvest, you were just like down in the
I was
dump.
tore up about it.
Yeah, no.
So I find this girl, right? I didn't even know this lady existed. And right away, I'm nervous. I'm nervous at the thought of even like saying words to her ever. Like it's the kind of girl, if I saw her in person and I did actually try to talk to her, I would shit my pants before any words came out. So I was really excited. Fucking DM'd her. Afraid to say it, but I cooked a little bit. And things were going well. And then all of a sudden, just, you know, things don't go well out of nowhere. And I was like, damn, it's happening again, bro. But it all worked out. Once it was pretty clear what was going on, snip, snip. I made a video too where I like,
Dude, why are you just like straight strikeout after strikeout?
straight strikeout after strikeout? I don't know. I think it's because I'm extremely difficult to actually be with.
What are you batting right now? Like,
dude, it's in the fucking like, it's probably like 16. It's pretty bad.
I don't know what that means, but I know it's
Pretty bad. There's another lady experience I want to talk about, but it's much too fresh to speak of, so I won't even bring it up.
What'd you hit with this?
With that point, I hit a fence
it bubble
post.
like that.
Hit a fence post.
The other side bubbly?
Yeah, or I think so. They're like naturally kind of like edged out a little ways.
Just slightly?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's identical.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you just like love running that into something.
One of these snoots I bent, but it was
one?
Probably. Yeah, is there a little, yeah, I lifted it up and it like caught, I don't even remember what it caught on the way up, but it kind of pointed it back down.
What? How often do you replace like the points and all that stuff?
Never.
On this combine. Like,
Never.
what about the snoots? You ever be replacing snoots?
If I actually like went into a draw and I crinkled up a snoot, we'd replace it. But
What about these like gathering chains?
pretty much replace them once they stop turning. Or
What about those? What about these high-tech lawnmower blades in there?
We don't have those.
Yeah, no, the rolling ones like you'd see.
Oh,
on a
the
green.
rollers?
Yeah.
Not very often at all.
Okay, honest question. What's the point of a chopping head versus a head like this?
Chopping head gives the stalks a better finish after the head goes over it. So you can, I mean, chopping head, you can get the stalks down to like 6 inches, and anything that goes through those rollers is just going to get chopped up into like confetti. So like it's much easier doing tillage over that ground because all the chunks are so much smaller. You have
So
like
why do you guys run this versus chopping?
more shit to break. And gearboxes go out so much more frequently on chopping heads than this one. Where's some wood, fake wood trim that works. We've had this head for 5 or 6 years, something like that, and never once have we had a row unit quit on us in the field. It's literally been such a trooper. So like, yeah, we're not getting as good of a job done as a chopping head would do, like looking at the field.
But that's what you got a tillage machine for.
Yeah, and like also, so you don't like, farming is so much of an ego race. Cause like they're making, you hit a point with your, yep, they're sharp.
No, I just grazed it with the ankle bone.
Yep. They're making like 24 row corn heads now, I saw. And like,
that's gotta be hard on a machine.
well, that.
And how are you keeping up with that?
Dylan, just both the things. Like, there's a couple things that exist in farming now that I personally truly believe they wouldn't be around if it wasn't for social media. Because what practical use does a 24 row corn head have besides getting views?
One of those weird combines.
Those Nexats?
The cab sits like all the way over there. And
dude,
like,
that's what started my whole theory on this.
You're levitating.
A Nexat, the Nexat's the thing, you know, where you sit on this side and then the whole thing's either a planter or a corn head or whatever. Those would not exist without social media, guarantee it, because there's nobody
would want one. They're so ugly.
They're ugly. I mean, they're not impractical to store, I guess, but all the implements are because they're so big. Like,
it's a cool concept.
It is a cool concept, but like, again, without social media, there's no market for those whatsoever. So they never exist. They never would. Because you can't just create the market. And yeah, I don't even know if anyone's bought one of those things yet. I don't even know if they're for sale. I don't even know. But either way, I think they're stupid and they get way too much attention for what they are. Like, yeah, they're kind of cool at first.
Till they're rolled over in the ditch.
Yeah. At this point, I've seen so much of the Nexat that I'm so sick of it. I
didn't even know what it was called, in all honesty.
Yeah. The Nexat. It's so dumb. That's the best name you could come up with, dude.
Nexat.
Yeah.
Time to add oil to that thing, right?
Yeah. Time to...
I'd make sure your drain plug's back in.
Oh, I've been known to do that.
Also, put your filter on.
Yeah. I forgot to put my drain plug back in on my Ranger on my first oil change with that bitch. And
dude, one of my buddies, he had just gotten a new truck. Mm-hmm. A used truck. So he decided to change the oil on it right away. And? Is that shit sparkly? No. Drain the front diff. It was like, dude, there's like no oil in the truck. Put oil back in the truck. Didn't think to check the dipstick or nothing. Drove it around for a while. Then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna see how much oil is in here. Double the amount of oil as there was supposed to be, and no fluid in the front diff. But that happens once in a while, right? You ever made a mistake like that? Sure. You've never drained the rear diff on a Ranger?
I did that once. But I didn't drive that bitch without anything in it.
Sometimes it's hard to know what drain plug you pull. Transmission.
Well, in my defense, on them fucking Rangers, everything's so close together and stupid and... Yeah.
Dude, sometimes on some of these pickups, though, you look under there and there's like 3 drain plugs right next to each other and you're like...
Which one, yeah.
Which one am I grabbing here?
Playing the fucking dangerous game, I'm afraid.
Yeah. But you'd think you'd kind of be able to tell like oil versus something else.
Yeah.
But I guess if a front diff's fluid gets really, really bad, it'd probably look about like motor oil.
Yeah. It would just smell a little different, but it would sure look like it. Oh, God. I got freaking oil on the sleeve of my Lululemon hoodie.
Dude, how long till we can stand brooms up again? And they just stay there. Remember that phase of the moon that time?
Oh, we could do that. We could do that right now.
Yeah, but like they won't stay.
Yes, they will.
No, they won't.
The moon thing was fake.
Okay.
Because I tried it when the moon was gone again, and it worked.
Where's your broom at?
I got one in the house that'll work.
That's too far away. I can't go to the house right now.
I know, but we'll be there. Eventually.
Someday?
At some point.
The next 7 business years?
Yeah! Sounds like a fucking duck, or buck that's horny. I said duck. I'm gonna hang myself. I shouldn't joke about killing myself,
Zach,
but it's
I
just
remember
so
when
funny.
you first got your Ranger, you washed it like every time you got it even slightly muddy, and since then I don't think it's been washed.
I did acknowledge that it would be that way, though.
Oh yeah, no, you full-heartedly agreed. You're like, yeah, no, this thing's gonna get so dirty, and I'm just not gonna care.
In the first like 2 weeks I had this Ranger back, I washed it like 4 or 5 times. And yeah, I was like, this shit ain't gonna last. But for right now, it looks good. It's due for a wash. But like the inside,
Dude, that's like after harvest.
yeah, oh
like,
yeah.
After, like, once it gets cold this winter, then you start pulling stuff in and washing it in the heated shop. Get it all steamy in here. That's what that time of year is for.
Exactly. Getting the shop steamy, power washing inside, there's just not hardly a feeling like it, man. No. Ah! Ow! Ouch! Bastard! Why'd you do that to me?
Because I can.
I only have to give this thing a few taps. Oh yeah, that's plenty tight. We'll be fine. Ah! Golly gee! See? Look, I got oil on my Lululemon hoodie. In its defense, I have been wearing it for only work this year, but oh well. Bro, I'm gonna order more clothes soon.
What time we starting tomorrow?
Yeah, I was meaning to tell you, be here before 9, like a little before if you can.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna leave with the combine to head down there before 9.
Okay.
If I don't leave with the combine before 9, I will scream.
I might be able to handle being here that early.
Might be able to make it work.
Yeah, could be a little bit of a struggle.
You might be able to cut some time out for it.
Yeah, I'll probably carve away a few minutes in the morning to head this direction.
I mean, Dylan's a busy guy, end of the day.
I mean, I got plenty of other things I could be doing.
I know. Now, I was just thinking, it's so nice that you're willing to come stick it out on the weekend with us. Just a little old us for harvest. Finish things up, and yeah, that'll be great.
Well, yeah, nobody else is going to stick me in a tractor with auto steer and say,
have fun.
put it in road gear.
Yeah. No,
See how fast this thing goes.
Generally, throughout the week, my grain cart guy is my grandpa. And pretty much through all of harvest, it's been my majority of the time grain cart guy. It's fine. I enjoy it to a point. It was a lot easier to enjoy it in beans because beans are so much slower. But in corn, it's just, you know, nothing's perfect at the end of the day. And you wish things were different, but they're just not. And you got to deal with them the way they are and suck it up and try to find appreciation in the places where you can, I guess. But it's been difficult, but it's always difficult.
Do disco party.
Disco party in your injector.
I love those videos. They're so funny.
Same.
I tried quoting that for the guy I work with.
Did you try to do the accent?
He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you haven't seen any of those videos? Like, they're all over. No, I've never seen one.
That's a failure of a man.
Yeah, that just amazes me. Doesn't know anything about do disco party.
When I did this on my white truck, I spilled fucking oil on my serpentine belt, and that bitch still squeaking.
Should I make you laugh so you really spill? Should I start tickling you?
I'm more scared about the stool slipping out from under me. Haven't I gone down enough this evening?
Dude, that stool is crying for help.
I know.
I didn't realize it while I was using it, but it's bent.
It's been through a lot here, dude.
No, you know what's been through a lot? Your creeper, wherever that thing is.
Yeah.
Or that little red chair. Where's that red chair at?
That bitch gone. She went through too much.
What happened to the red chair?
I think we threw it away because it was all screwed up. Maybe it's still in here. I honestly haven't seen it for a while.
I see the creeper.
Yeah, we still got the creeper, but
that thing hardly gets used because everything that everyone works on is either too short to use the creeper or it's too tall for the creeper to be justifiable.
And it rolls around too damn easy.
Someone needs to put some brakes on that thing.
Honestly, what did you hurt now?
I just hit myself in the nuts with the handlebars on this scooter.
Dude, if the fucking camera did not pick up me eating the hardest shit of my life, I'm gonna be so pissed. There's no way
it didn't pick that up. Why do you guys have a Precision Instruments laser in here? What do you guys be shooting grade on all the time?
Don't worry about it, dude.
You got just like a $4,000 freaking laser that you've used twice.
3 times. We got lots of shit to pour, man.
So worth it, man, honestly.
Truthfully, what the deal is there is we always had to ask somebody to borrow theirs.
And you got sick of asking?
Yes.
Hey, where's that grain back at? I told somebody about the fact that you guys have no idea where the grain back is, and they're like, how do they just not know? I'm like, they just don't. Nobody cares where it's at. If they need it, it'll appear.
Yeah, we know someone's got it, and if we need it, we'll just ask around until we find it. And then it'll be back. It'll be back. It's paid for, it don't matter.
I seen the other day, driving home from work, someone must have been in a hurry to beat the rain with their semi-load of corn.
Oh.
Because they took a corner off the highway on a gravel, just a lot too fast, and everywhere. Just mess.
Do you see my Instagram story of the trailer that split?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
It's wild.
I'm glad that a fucking example of that came up because I felt like I sounded too much like my dad.
I knew
and
that
grandpa.
it could happen.
Yeah. You don't see it very often.
No, like that is like one of the most uncommon things.
It looked like he dropped it in a ditch and then it just like twisted apart kind of.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was just overloaded, hit a bump and just I think those things, I think you could load a full pile across the whole thing and drive sensibly and not have an issue.
No. Why did I throw that away? I would agree with you.
But if you cut corners a little short or swing them a little wide, you could have a couple issues arise.
You could have
I could see it happening.
Issues. Don't worry about what we're doing over here. You just keep your eyes on the pickup.
Please leave me in the shop. I'm happy here. I've seen this out on the place a couple times.
Yeah, I broke my own rule once because I had to take it down to the patio.
No, I've seen it on the back of a truck before. A certain flatbed truck.
Not mine.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, no one really respects it. But
you were pretty upset about it.
I mean, how hard is it? I gotta show the viewers this.
Where else are you gonna like use that? On a farm?
Literally.
This is the one floor.
It's the nicest broom we got, bro.
It's the only broom you really got.
We got the 2 blue ones somewhere. We got this broom, and I wrote, please leave me in the shop. I'm happy here on it because I was so sick and tired of our other 2 blue brooms always disappearing and going somewhere else. So I bought this one with my own money. My own money, Dad.
My own money, damn it.
And I put a label on it, and no one seems to respect my rule. Same with the power washer. I wrote on top of the fuel tank of the power washer in silver Sharpie, please wash off the concrete. And yet people don't do it.
Which concrete?
Just whatever, yeah, whatever is underneath what you washed, and then all the mud and shit, and the gravel. And I mean, it takes fucking 10 seconds to wash concrete off. Not 10 seconds, but maybe an extra, 10, 15 minutes? If you just do it right away. If you do it right after you wash whatever you washed, it'll take you 10 or 15 minutes. If you let it sit there for a day. I can say you after
that one night, when you had both side by sides.
Yeah.
We washed them both in here.
That was bad.
Took us a while to clean the mud off the concrete.
Yeah.
We were scooping shovels up and taking them outside.
Those were the worst. Yeah, I've had a couple where I have to bring the skid in and put the whatever is in there in the bucket. But we'll see where we're at here on the oil side of things. On the level.
You got oil in it?
It does have oil in it. I know that.
So you can start it and just drive around.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
How much oil you put in it?
2.5, maybe a little more. That's exactly what they take. 10 quarts, 2.5 gallons. Dude, that couldn't be more baller.
2.5 gallons, 10 quarts.
I've Googled it.
There's 4 in a gallon. For some reason, that math just wasn't adding up to me for a second there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I know there's 4 quarts in a gallon. How is he getting 10 added?
Dylan,
For a second, I thought you said 2 gallons. I thought about it more. I'm like, no, he said 2.5.
Dylan being smart as hell, dude, like always. Dylan's
I like
such a
how you're
smart
like
boy.
halfway through changing out these lights, the different lights.
It's a lot of work. Takes time.
You getting up there on like a pallet on the forklift?
Dad does in our cage. And I lift him up and he does it.
Big electrician.
Huge, dude.
Biggest around, honestly.
See how she likes this? Sounds so much better up front already. We good?
Sounds good.
This bitch needs a turbo bad.
It needs what?
A turbo.
The turbo's getting a little on the sleepy side.
No, I just don't like how little it whistles. I want to put a bigger one in it. 67.
Oh my goodness, Zach.
What? Yeah, it's hard, dude. Oh, come on, be more of a man than that.
Ah.
Hell yeah. Oh, sorry. So sorry.
Someone needs some air. That could be part of your issue, Zach.
What, my valve stem? Ah, pfft. Ain't nothing but a thing. I know it's got something in the tire.
Something in it?
I've seen it. I mean, I know there's a leak.
Oh, there's
a nail in it.
I thought you meant like you just had like a little gremlin in there just doing things.
No, you might want a little more line, huh?
No, I'm good. Right where I'm at. Don't get me more.
Sorry, dude. Don't yell at me. I'll start crying. You know it. I will. I'll cause a scene.
How many pounds of air would you like in here?
65. Ideally. But if 65 seems too distant in the future, you can just give up.
You said 6'5".
Yep.
I'm gonna be here a while.
That bitch is it's just gonna drain again, so it really don't have to be perfect. It'll be another week before I'm really driving it anywhere.
So I'll put 80 in it so that hopefully in like 3 days it's down about where you want.
Yeah.
What's a kilogram of air?
Kilogram? A bar?
1 kg of air.
I don't know. I'd assume it's a bar. But that's kind of weird. I only know PSI. And a little bit of bar. The forks on my KTM are measured in bar, not PSI.
Yeah?
Because there's so much higher pressure. It's like 10 bar in those forks. It's like 140 PSI or 130 or something. Oh, golly gee. Golly gee, what are we even at, boys? What are we at?
Probably a good amount of time.
I feel like we've done it. Oh, dude, we've so done it.
How far over are we?
Well, it says an hour 18, so we're about an hour and 8.
We're about right.
We're about perfect.
There wasn't actually all that much talking, though, is the issue.
No, it'll be fine. There was more than you think, and I ate shit on a scooter.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch the video for that.